Thank you for tuning in to another edition of What Library at Home. I'm Alexis Lawrence, your adult service librarian, and today we are going to make do-it-yourself ornament wreaths. As you can see behind me, this is an example of an ornament wreath that I've made. So I'm going to show you what materials you're going to need in order to make this today, and let's get started. We're going to be using this 9-inch floral foam. I found this at the Dollar Tree for $1. You can also get it at Michael's. It is 9 inches in size. You can make a larger wreath. You're going to need more bulbs for that. You're going to need more materials for it. Get creative, have fun with it. But we're going to work with this 9-inch small one today. You do not have to use hot glue for this. Some people use like safety pins to hold the ornaments in place. And that's only if you would like to take your ornaments off the wreath later. I would like to keep everything together so that I do not have to remake it. But some people use special bulbs that they may have gotten from family members or loved ones, and they may want to not have that glued down. You're also going to need the hot glue gun, mini glue stick, small or medium size ornaments. I have some smaller ones than this. I got these at Michael's. I'm going to use all 3 of these for this 9-inch one. I got a 50 count of ornament. I did not use all 50, I used about 40 of them. A pack of ornaments, and they have these really cute small ornaments that I can use as fillers. That's why I said I call these mediums, because I have smaller ones that I use for covering up any spaces that are left on this green foam. You do not want any spaces to show. What you're going to do to get started is pick out which of these larger ones that you want and what order you want them in. Maybe 6. Yeah. And then I can probably do a smaller one. I like this layout. I think this will work fine. What you're going to do first, these silver tops that you have on your ornaments, you're just going to take those tops off. You don't want those silver tops to show. The hot glue goes on the outside where you just removed that silver tip. You just place it on the inside of your green. Because this is the first one, you want to hold it in place until it sticks. Okay, that's great. And then our next one, you're going to put hot glue on the outside, and you're also going to connect this one to our other bulb. I want to make sure this stays. And then you just want to press the 2 together so that they glue in place. And you also want to make sure that you're doing this while the ring is down. You don't want to pick your ring up, because you want to make sure that when it's against the wall that it's going to be held flat. And I'm going to add a little extra glue just to make sure. And then you just keep going around. And it gets a little easier to tell where the glue needs to go once you get the hang of things. With the spacing now, it doesn't look like my small one fits, which is fine. We might end up with a really tiny one in the center. And you're just going to hold that one down until the glue dries. I'm going to add a little more because it's so tiny. And it's okay, do not worry about the extra string from your glue. You can take those all off later. Next, we start layering our outside. You just work your way around one way. Once that's done, you'll start layering inside. And that's how your ornament starts to build. I'm actually going to use my cardboard, and I'm going to be okay with a little mess. I want to make sure that my ornament is level. The importance of things being level, as you can see right now, this does not look level. So I'm going to need to take one of my bulbs off to figure out which one it is. It's okay, I did not ruin it, it does not hurt it, and I just simply put more glue on. So now we have all of them sitting, and it lays flat. It doesn't look lopsided. So now we can start adding balls on or ornaments onto the sides. And you're gonna press the sides with the glue and that together so that they stick. And you spend more time holding it in place than like positioning them where you want them. We're just going to keep going around. So as you can see, we're slowly coming along with our circle. And then again, don't worry about the string because we can clean that up when we're done. You can also, if you're worried about some of your bulbs falling off, you can go along the top parts of the bulbs or in between and just kind of add an extra layer of glue just to make sure everything stays in place. We are almost completely around. This is our first half. So as you can see, I've gone all the way around the sides. I've decorated the inside part. And so now we're going to work our way inward, and this is where the fun starts. You are going to make sure you're placing these still where you can't see the holes. And we're going to make sure this ball now is attached to this ball, and this ball. So we just keep going around, as you can see, and your holes for the green start to disappear. You're still just going to make sure that you're connecting them to each bulb so that they stay in place. And just make sure you are allowing it for the glue to dry in each spot. You do not want your stuff to be rolling around in different places. I'm going through and I'm picking out all my string. This is what we have. We have our first layer, our second layer, and our center. And as you can see, there are still some greens that you can see that we need to fill in. We are going to start patching up our holes, and that's where our small bulbs come in. These are used as fillers to hide some unsightly spots. Make sure we pull off those small caps as well. Let's get started gluing these in, and then again you want to turn these caps in so that you don't see them. And these also get attached to the bulbs. I'm going to stand up for this so I can see on the inside. Alright, so that needs to be glued down first. After everything has been glued on and I've found its correct spot, this is what we have so far. Hidden most of my holes, and I've filled it in with the smaller ornaments. As you can see, it has another layer to it, covering everything up. What we can do to hide some of the other ones, or to give it a little more depth or pizzazz, is you can add some smaller ornaments throughout. You can fill out the rest of the holes. As you can see, I've added the smaller gold beads to the bottom, so now this is the bottom of my design. I've decided to make this the top. There is a small spacing in between here, so I'm going to actually use this spacing for my ribbon. I'm going to slip my ribbon in between the ornaments, pull it in between there. You can use whatever ribbon that you want, preferably one that actually matches your ornaments. This one does not. That's why you wait and tie your ribbon after you're all done, because along the way of adding your ornaments, you never know how your design is gonna look. You want to make sure you know what side you want your bottom to be before you actually attach your ribbon to it. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of What Library at Home. I'm Alexis Lawrence, your adult service librarian, and make sure you check out our other do-it-yourself projects.